We are no ordinary women. We just want to live with that simple purpose today, which is to inspire many, many more today. So with that, I'm going to invite our next speaker in the house today. We have Anupreet. Can we have Anupreet's video switched on, please? Anupreet Kaur, who's a doctor by profession, but she's teaching IELTS and public speaking. She's an author of her own book. Let me bring her in. She's an author of her own book, 5 Steps to Win, The Battle of Drug Addiction and Juvenile Delinquency. That's something coming from Anupreet, but I wouldn't do the rest. I would leave that to Anupreet to share her side of the story and share it with you all. Good evening, Anupreet, and the stage is all yours.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, Gopika ma'am. Good evening, all the gracious, beautiful ladies in the house today. Yes, fine. So thank you so much for giving me this chance to tell my story today. So this story is going to reveal my identity also, from being Dr. Anupreet to Dr. Arshnoor. Actually, on all the social media platforms, I'm known as Dr. Arshnoor. So today I'm going to reveal this first time. My story is an inspirational story for the people who have ever tried to commit suicide. Because suicide is not the end of one's life, but it is the end of the dreams, the potential, the desire someone has. And also a person is linked to so many people. So in this way, I'm going to start my story. Life is very precious. This story starts when I was running my own hospital. And at the time, I took wrong decision of marrying a person who was preparing for civil services. He belonged to a poor family, and I came in contact with him. He appeared in IELTS 3 times and cleared his first prelims and mains. Despite of his failures, I got married to him against my parents' wishes. But from here, my devastation started. My hospital was running very well, and I belonged to a wealthy family, to a reputed family. And that person knew this thing. Actually, he was after the money, but I did not knew his bad ideas and bad mentality at that time. After getting married, he stopped even doing any preparation, doing any efforts, and became a burden on me. And it was a dilemma for me what to do at that time, because my father was already annoyed with me due to this relationship. And after that, the worst thing he did, that he went into some fraudulent schemes to earn money and utilized my father's resources, because the people knew him as my father's son-in-law. And he grabbed money. And the worst thing what happened, that once when I was pregnant, he got my some checks, blank checks signed from me, and misutilized those and took the whole money from my bank and disappeared. After that, this shock even turned more when one day I saw fake news in the newspaper, which was a local newspaper, which was published, that which falsely blamed me and my father for some frauds. And the next day, ironically, without any intimation, without any investigation, 2 FIRs were launched against my father and me. My father's reputation was lost or ruined immediately. And due to this FIRs, we had to go underground. So you can understand that the time, despair, that distress, the gloom, the guilt, the shame I had felt. At that time, the only one possible way for me was to commit suicide, because I had lost my career, my reputation, my house, my city, above all, my name also, because I could not stay with anyone with my real name, Dr. Anupreet. This was published in the newspapers. One of my friends helped me at that time, and I went to stay with her. I did tuitions. So only one thing which stopped me from committing suicide, that was my daughter, who was just few months at that time. And I took a decision that I'll fight against this injustice and take justice from the court or the government. My application was accepted by Honorable Commission, Human Rights Commission, and my investigation was done by DGP himself. After the 4 years long fight, I got clean chit from both the agencies, from Human Rights Commission and from DGP Punjab Police. There was a new life for me, but what to do? Because I had already lost my career, everything, my line was already lost. But one thing which I continued, that was my education. I started doing Master's English, MPhil, and did the soul in that given period. And after that, I started my career in a new field that was unknown to me earlier. But I feel that God has already designed a destiny for you. You may do anything, but he's already prepared for you with something awesome. And that happened with me. Nowadays, I am an author of best-selling book that is 5 Steps to Win the Battle of Drug Addiction and Juvenile Delinquency. Along with that, I am and juvenile rescue from evils. What I mean that as I've written the book 5 Steps to Win the Battle of Drug Addiction, I belong to Punjab, where I've seen the people who are dying of drug addiction. Even I lost my brother. He was my cousin. I lost him due to drug addiction. And after that, I started rescuing many people from drug addiction or going into the mire of this. I'm educating the parents of young people, that is from 10 years or 11 years, to save their children from this mire, because this is widely spreaded and easily available in my city, my state in Punjab. So now I am due to, as I did master's English, and I'm a communicator guide also. I'm teaching IELTS OET, or occupational English test, to the doctors and nurses. That is my occupation. But along with that, I am guiding the people that they should save their children. They should not do the mistakes by which their children can go into frustration and may fall prey of drug addiction or juvenile delinquency, as thefts done by the people who are indulged in drug addiction. They can do anything for their drug. So that's the reason nowadays I'm helping these people, and I'm totally committed to this side. So this is all my journey, what I'm doing nowadays and what I had. But there is a strong message for everyone, if anyone can get it, that life is very beautiful and God has a new plan for you. So once we always get shattered after getting into dilemma in this type of the horrible circumstances, that we are not left with anything, but there is always a hope. If we open that door, it can enlighten many other doors for us, and there could be bright light for us to show new life and new origin of ourselves. So this happened with me. This can happen with many other people, and I just wish everyone to stay healthy, happy, and stay away from all these evils like drug addiction, delinquency, and all other social evils. Thank you so much, Gopika ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. This was all my lesson.
Anupreet, can we have a big round of applause for Anupreet Kaur, please? Or Arshnur, as we say, right?
Yeah,
A big round of applause for her. And I think you're truly living your purpose, Anupreet. I think I truly believe that, the drug abuse and, the juvenile delinquency, that you wanted to spread out the reason. You've become the voice of that reason. And, now you can do, and you can really truly live your purpose. You're already doing it in your own unique way. And, I wish you all the very best. I'm so glad.
Thank you.
And I want many more women to get attached with their mission, give a voice to your purpose, and go out exactly like what Anupreet is doing, right? So big round of applause and a big hug to you as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much
for being with us and for sharing your side of the story. So that was Anupreet with us, sharing professionally on how she's grown. And that's something that I wanted to see coming from everyone.